Hello, and welcome to an episode of Todd Talks. When Todd Talks, people listen, rip, and tear. Hopefully. Do I hope? To rip and tear people? Demons? Beings that generally annoy me? We all have those days. We all have those days. But yes, today we are talking about the death battle that just aired. It is Master Chief versus Doom Slayer, the rematch that we the people, voted on from the death battle Kickstarter. And before I start, I want to thank you all who watched my preview video for Master Chief Doom Slayer. And the reason I want to thank you is that as of this recording right now, I have gotten over 1.1. I wanted to say 1.1 million. That'd be hilarious. No, 1,100 people. 1,100 people watched it, and that's my biggest death battle video in a very long time. Bowser Eggman prediction had 1,000, which was awesome, but this has topped that. It's probably going to keep going at least a little bit longer. So thank you all for watching it. I don't deserve it, but I appreciate you, listening to me talk and talk and talk. Anyway, so the death battle that just happened. First and foremost, I won! Yes, I am undefeated this season of Death Battle. I don't know if this is my longest streak, because I've got 4 right now. Kratos Asura, Ghost Rider Spawn, Shigaraki Mahito, and now Master Chief Doom Slayer. I've gotten them all right, so 4 in a row. I don't know if that's my record, but I feel we're close. If we get to 5, I'm pretty sure I haven't done 5 in a row. So, and of course that's poetic because the next one's going to be like one of the biggest brain teasers ever. So we'll get to that. This was an interesting one to watch because I of course remember Master Chief versus Doom Guy when I was doing my initial binge of Death Battle years and years ago. And everyone was saying, oh, Doom Slayer is going to own because of what he can do now because of the Bethesda reboot. And I knew after reading it and seeing what he could do, I was like, yeah, that's probably accurate. And sure enough, it was. So it was going to be interesting to see not just how they did the fight, which was done by Devil Artemis and some of his crew, but I wanted to see how they would do the analysis for it. And sure enough, it was very, very fun and very, very interesting. I liked how they dove into the various aspects of Halo within the books and the non-game canon, if you will, because Halo is much more expansive than people realize sometimes. And they also made fun of the Paramount TV show. They said that Master Chief hates Paramount Plus, and I'm like, yeah. And then as I was talking about the Death Battle Discord, they still showed footage from the Halo TV series, even though it was bad. When you make a Halo TV show and the first thing you say is, oh yeah, we didn't play the games, you're doing something wrong. I've never liked the Halo franchise, but like if I was asked, hey, we need you to make a comic in Halo, or we need you to do this and it relies on past lore, I'm going to look up the past lore. Okay. Anyway. But this was a far more detailed dive into Master Chief than we got with the original episode with Doom Guy. And I like how they handled things from, the breakdown of his childhood, like the literal breakdown from his childhood, to how Cortana mattered to him. Even though I think they could have gone a little more into Cortana, even though, yes, she wasn't the biggest factor in the fight. I feel that they should have done maybe a little bit more on Cortana at times. The massive amount of weaponry was, of course, a big thing to cover, as was the Mjolnir armor and the insane feats and durability that Master Chief has, including falling from orbit, which I talked about, because that happens to him a lot. But that was good. Then with Doom Guy, Boomstick going all biblical, it was like, praise be to our Slayer, for he is Doom! Amen. That was really, really funny. I will say that one of the down points of the episode, which I don't think I've had to say in a long time, was actually the editing, and just the flow. Because there were points, and I wonder if you noticed this too. There were points in both Master Chief and Doom Slayer's analysis where it felt like really choppy. as in they clearly like spliced something in and then hoped we wouldn't notice it. And then of course the U2's ad in the middle of the Doomslayer bit, I'm like, guys, we get it, you want you want to sell a bunch of this, but it felt so weird to go from like, oh yeah, it's this great shotgun and now you can get this shotgun, and then they just drop back into like, oh yeah, it's the shotgun. Like, we get it. we get it, guys. Okay. But yeah, that was like honestly the biggest down point was that it just didn't feel as precise as it usually does, and I haven't had to say that in a long time. I can't even remember the last one. I mean, I've had issues with the writing before, like with James Bond, John Wick, where they did the James Bond movie titles throughout the episode, and you knew that James was going to win just because of that. I thought that was kind of a faux pas. And of course, my legendary Guts Dimitri rant. Okay, it wasn't really a rant, but I've talked about a lot of the Death Battle Discord. Anyway, going into the animation, every one of us, especially on the Discord and apparently on Reddit, shame on you for trying to shame Devil Artemis. We were just like, hey, let's make sure that this is as good as it can be. Make it, because Kratos Asura wasn't the best. It wasn't bad. Devil Artemis doesn't do bad. Like, I'm sorry, he doesn't. All right, but it wasn't to the level of the hype that fans have been asking for a long time. And so with this, we were like, hey, this needs to be great. And even Devil Artemis made a post saying like, look, I bit off more than I could chew with Kratos Asura. I tried to do it all on my own. It didn't work out as well as it should have. I'm sorry. I'm going to do better. And he even brought Soul Gen, who did the Cell versus Cell video with him, and so on and so forth, to help make it feel better. And sure enough, it was. It was fast-paced. It was intense. It had a lot of really cool moments. I mean, best 3D fight ever? No. But was it better than the Kratos Asura? Yeah. I mean, that just sounds so mean. It sounds so mean for me to say, I know. But like, we always do rankings, right? I will say it's definitely the best. I would say definitely the best Devil Artemis battle since the return. Wasn't the biggest fan of Omni-Man Bardock's animation outside the beautiful set pieces that he had, like the shot with the sun where he was like, he brought Bardock up right before he went Super Saiyan. Like, that was a beautiful shot. But yeah, definitely the best of the 3D fights that he's done since Death Battle's return. It was just, there was so many little things that really made it pop. Like, for example, the first person perspective. Loved that. I loved how they did it for Doomslayer when he's like actually attacking, and then they did it for Chief when he's dying. Yeah, you're gonna see exactly what it's like when Doomslayer is killing you. I also appreciated the AIs with Cortana and Vega. Cortana trying to be more bantery, while Vega is like, you are surrounded. Like, okay. And a lot of people liked that Doomslayer and Master Chief paused their fight to go fight the demons, because of course you do. I mean, Master Chief would do it just to, ensure he doesn't get swarmed, and then Doomslayer is Doomslayer, so the demons are always his biggest priority, so that was really fun. Something I missed, shout out to my buddy Ben for pointing this out, there were references to Isabel in the battle. Her amoeba was apparently on the forklift. I missed that because I'm just like, I'm watching the forklift get kicked. Isabel's amoeba was on the forklift, and then Ghost Rider Spawn were apparently watching the battle in the background. I missed that, so I'm going to have to rewatch to catch it. But it was very, very fun, very intense. And then the surprise that I referenced in my preview video was that Brandon Yates, who did the track for this battle, Halo to Hell, he brought back the Death Battle fan choir, and I was part of it. So we didn't get credited in full like we did for Fireborn, which is fine. It was a timing thing more than anything else. But yes, the rah rah, that was us. Brandon apparently. The software he used didn't have like a good choir, so which is intrinsic to the Halo soundtrack, which is what made it so famous. But yeah, he was just like, hey guys, we need to get back together. I need an actual choir. So it wasn't as involved as Fireborn. Fireborn was definitely better for the fan choir. But we were there. We got to be a part of it. My second audio Death Battle. Nice. They just need to hire me as a writer. But yeah, overall, it's a very fun fight. I definitely feel this lived up to the hype. 13 years in the making, apparently. So, good times, great ripping and tearing. I am undefeated for this year. So, next time on Death Battle. It is the matchup that many of you have been asking for years. The matchup that was on the original champions ballot. The matchup that might just break the brains of so many people trying to figure this out. Probably broke Death Battle trying to figure it out. It's Gurren Lagann versus White Lantern Kyle Rayner. Ooh boy. It's the will of the drill, baby. Oh yeah. Now, I've never seen Gurren Lagann. I have the time. I could try and watch it all. It's only 26 episodes, right? So yeah, I could probably watch it all. Yeah, I might do that. I got a couple weeks. So yeah. But yeah, Gurren Lagann versus White Lantern. The universe spanning fight. I noted in my my original season 11 preview video that this could be season finale worthy. Clearly they're not waiting. But this should be interesting. This should be special, and it's gonna be a lot of fun to watch. So we will wait for that. Until then, I am ending this episode of Todd Talk. What did you think of Master Chief versus Doomslayer? Did it live up to your expectations? Are you excited for Gurren Lagann? Did you catch all the little Easter eggs? Sorry, Gurren Lagann versus White Lantern. All right, did you catch all the Easter eggs in the fight? And this would make 4 straight Kickstarter confirmed matchups. So what's this next surprise that we don't know what's coming? Let me know in the comments below. So I thank you for watching. If you made this far, I know you were listening. And I'll see you in hell. I'll see you around.